School. We're coming your way with another episode of Friday Night Football. Can we take that again? From Joe Walsh Stadium on the campus of North Andover High School, we're coming your way with another episode of Friday Night Football, coming to you on Cam Ed, the educational service of North Andover Cam. Tonight, it's the third home game of the 2021 season for North Andover Scarlet Knights. They host the Lions of Chelmsford High School. I have nothing. Go with this. Hello, and welcome to another installment of Friday Night Football. Alongside Aaron Goodless, I'm Ray Ahern, and tonight we are here to bring you this matchup between the Knights and the Lions. Aaron.
Thank you, Ray. Coach Dubzinski and the Scarlet Knights come into this game with a 1-3 record on the season. And on this field, last Friday night, we got a triple overtime thriller against the Tewksbury Redmen that ended in a crushing defeat of a 37-29 loss for North Andover. They've shown signs of high-powered offense this season. Tonight, they're looking to rebound versus the 4-0 Chelmsford Lions. But first, let's take a look back at some highlights from that barn burner last Friday night.
Michael Sutton, number 11. Oh, he's going all the way. The punter to beat. Tackled by the punter. Another inside handoff to Ferrulo. And he's in for the score. Very little gain on first down. Back to pass. Oh, number 5 open through the middle. Touchdown, North Andover. Good quarter for North Andover, 14-7. They are punting. Did that hit the North Andover player? Maybe it did. There's a fumble. Is it a fumble? It is a fumble. Tewksbury ball. Nicholas Wilson in the backfield. Should be going to him. Quarterback sneak. Touchdown Tewksbury. Back to pass. Only one receiver out down the middle. 2 North Andover defenders. Is that intercepted? It was. Number 7, A.J. Partridge. We're at the half. All tied up. 14-14. I guess a fake handoff. It is. Can't see. It looks like called incomplete. Oh, it's the end of the third quarter. They let the time run out. No scoring in that third quarter. Arbogast is out to the left. Looks like his play's going over to the right side. Oh, it's a rollout to the right. Open. Michael Sullivan, touchdown Tewksbury. The best returning shot putter indoors. This is another nice play. Brendan Regan breaking tackles. Michael Sullivan is the last player. First and goal at the 3-yard line. Ball's on the 3-yard line. 1st and 10, 1st and goal. Jackson O'Connell take it himself. Did he make it in? There's a fumble. Touchdown. Caden Gavin in on the tackle. Clock is running. 2 seconds, 1 second. They don't get the playoff. We are going to overtime. They are looking for Ankowitz. He jumps high. He comes down with it. Touchdown, North Andover. Roll out to Ferrulo. Cuts back. Has the momentum in the good. 2 points for North Andover. They're feeling good about themselves again. Formation strong to the right side. They are running. I can see all the players. It is quarterback keeper. Touchdown Tewksbury. In motion. Roll out to the, throw back to the right. Well-designed play. And he's in the end zone, all tied up. 1st and 10. Quarterback draw. Touchdown. This is another running play. It looks like it's to the right. It is. Oh, they're rolling out to the right, trying that same play. Conversion is good. Don't know if they'll blitz or not, but the defensive linemen are not going to be playing the run. Empty backfield. He's looking to his left. He just throw that up there. Incomplete. That'll do it in triple overtime. Heartbreaking loss for North Andover. Tewksbury 37, North Andover 29, triple overtime.
So Ray, that was a tough defeat, tough loss for the Scarlet Knights last week. How do they rebound in a game against the 4-0 undefeated Chelmsford Lions, a top 25 Massachusetts high school team? How do they come out here in this first quarter in this game?
I like to think we're moving on to Chelmsford.
Okay. So, so tactically, how do you see North Andover attacking this game?
Well, I think they'll do what North Andover does. Just keep to the style of play with the jet sweeps and the passes. Use the talent of the team, and I think we'll prevail. It should be a tough, very competitive game. We've been playing Chelmsford for a long time, and they have a good program.
Well, Chelmsford, of course, is a powerhouse. They're
4-0.
Right, they're 4-0. And very similar offenses. Both are going to be shotgun, 4-receiver set with the running back in the backfield. I would say the Lions, Chelmsford wants to run with their quarterback a little bit more than we do.
We think pass first. Sometimes if it breaks down, we wind up running. And we get
that's North Andover for sure.
The North Andover quarterback gets good yardage when the play breaks down. He's a good runner in the middle of the field.
So for North Andover, Jack O'Connell standing in the pocket, I would consider him similar to a Drew Bledsoe type. He's the best, most effective in the pocket. So he has a plethora of offensive weapons between A.J. Lawrence, Nick Ankowitz, and their running back, Ferrulo.
Yes.
He's a straight, he's very much like an Antoine Smith. He reminds me of the
Yes.
Patriots. Just run straight,
run
not much juking.
Tackle to tackle.
Just run straight ahead. And for Chelmsford, I mean, number 15 is a sophomore, Kyle Wilder. I compared him when we were talking at the beginning of the game, much like a Mitch Trubisky. He in the right system though.
Yeah.
So he's going to be standing in the pocket, but he wants to run a little bit more. They're going to run some speed option in this game, so keep an eye out for that. We're going to go to the national anthem and the coin toss here coming up.
The officials are on the field. The captains are ready.
So I always like to defer if I'm the head coach. Win the coin toss, kick the ball
Yes.
in the first half, get the ball in the second half, no matter what. Some people
20
like
or 30 years ago, there was no question. You won the coin toss so you could get the ball.
Right. Now it's the opposite.
Now everyone is thinking last 2 minutes of the first half, get the ball to start the second
There you
half.
go. You nailed it. That's what the Bucks did to the Patriots in that game.
Yes, yeah. That's a momentum changer with a double changer. You can always come back from one, but it's hard to come back when they put the momentum of 2 scores on you.
North Andover in the black and red tonight.
As usual.
Chelmsford
A beautiful field.
in their white,
Great lights.
scarlet.
Nice investment by the school in this field, this complex, this program.
So it looks like North Andover deferred to the second half. So North Andover did exactly what we wanted there. So we got
Perfect.
moral victory on that one,
We
right?
have a good defense. Let's play defense.
Here we go,
and see
Friday
what
night
they've got.
football. Beautiful night here, not much weather at all.
It's a gorgeous day today. You didn't need any kind of jacket. You can walk around in a shirt in the middle of October. We got Virginia weather, or
So
North Carolina weather.
Chelmsford runs the 4-3 defense. They're much more traditional, North Andover, in their 4-2-5 defense. We're going to get the national anthem here coming up.
Yeah. The four linemen give them more of an opportunity to rush our quarterback than the three defensive linemen set.
Eighth grade choir. Please remove your hats and get ready for the anthem.
Big game between North Andover and Chelmsford is coming up. Let's see what else is going on around the league. Andover actually played last night, and they hosted Methuen. Final score, Methuen 52 in a shocker over Andover 21.
And the rest of the schedule for tonight, Lawrence heads north to face the Hillies in Haverhill. Central Catholic hosts Lowell, and Billerica is playing the Redmen in Tewksbury.
That's a great game.
So, kicking off North Andover. Chelmsford's going to get the first possession of this game, Ray. So, returners. Looks like number 24, Malachi Linton. You want to keep an eye on him, folks. He's I would compare him to a Kenyon Drake, a Kenneth Gainwell, skinny, quick, work done.
Yeah.
One cut and go. He is going to be their number one player. So if he gets the ball, watch out. Number 6 will take it actually for Chelmsford.
Good blocking.
And it'll get nice tackling for North Andover over there. So decent field position around the 21-yard line for the Lions.
A whole group of tacklers for North Andover in on that play.
So like we said, Chelmsford wants to play shotgun 4-receiver set. They'll have Linton in the backfield. They'll run a lot of speed option. Kyle Wilder likes to throw the football, but also he'll run a lot more than Jack O'Connell, the other quarterback tonight. Playing close to the line of scrimmage is North Andover. No one in the backfield. It's pretty much zero coverage here to start the game. Man-to-man all the way. They go jet sweep to number 3. He's tackled. Great tackle by A.J. Lawrence, their star. He plays that robber, safety, linebacker hybrid position, similar like a Buda Baker. A.J. Lawrence, their best offensive player, one of their best defensive players. And that was Blagg on the carry on that first one. Here's Wilder back to pass. He gets it across. Almost an interception, and it bounced off the hands of Blagg, and it's going to be 3rd and long. This is exactly what North Andover wants to start the game.
Yes, and they're featuring Blagg, who's a very impressive player. And 2 plays, and we've handled them very well.
3rd down. Looks like North Andover is in a cover 2. They bring A.J. Lawrence over, but Wilder rolls away from it to the right. He's going to scramble. This is where he likes to go, but North Andover playing that 4-2-5 defense all over it at 4th down. And a good defensive possession here early, forcing the punt.
Terrific. Great tackling by North Andover. They held them 3 downs, and they gained about 5 yards.
So keep an eye out. Watch out. Number 10 is their punter, Dan Craig. He's a tight end and backup quarterback. So just keep an eye out for that in this game.
He could run. He could pass.
They'll get the quick punt.
It's too early
Go
to do
right down the
anything.
middle. Lawrence just lets it bounce. Stay away from it. And great field position here, Ray, at the 45-yard line for North Andover.
North Andover takes over, as you said. A great place to be. A lot better than being at the 20 or the 25. We're at midfield, essentially.
So star players you want to keep an eye on. Players to watch for the red and black here. Number 3, A.J. Lawrence. Number 5, Jack Frullo. He's going to be a running back. And, of course, Jack O'Connell, number 6, pocket passer.
A.J. has come out of the game. He's over here on the sideline.
Okay.
Coming wide
So he
to
played
the right
he
here.
played the entire defensive possession and punt. So they're giving him a quick rest here. Dual set running back, and they move Aiden Lynch in motion. Hand off to Ferrullo. Cuts it up, and there's nothing there. Chelmsford. They play that 4-3 style defense, and they are just look at number 76 and number 50 up there. They have some beef in the middle.
They do, and they ran to the ball.
So
That's the short side of the field, but
When you
they covered it well.
when you have giant players like that, you run away from them, run to the outsides. So the
Yeah.
jet sweep should be there tonight.
Are you calling this play?
I'm
Jet sweep
I'm just
right?
saying, you got big guys in the middle. You want to take it to the outside.
Yes.
But they go dual running back set, 3 receivers in the shotgun. O'Connell. Hand off again inside. They go right to the meat of the defense, and they get 3 yards of total. And so they're going to go 3rd down and 9.
So 2 runs played well by Chelmsford.
And in a game like this, okay, when you're trying to pull off the upset of the year and turn around your season, 4th and short, 4th and medium is on the table here, Ray. All game long.
I think the coach, Dubzinski, would disagree with you on at this particular moment.
Right.
But
Well, we'll see.
Later in the game. End of first quarter, he might roll the dice.
So we got three receiver set again, dual running back. So they got dual running back all 3 plays so far here.
We do have a lot of confidence in this team at any time. Too.
O'Connell back to pass. Quick pass. He finds. Looks like it's Ankowitz. Is it? It's number 11, excuse me, so it's not Ankowitz. That's Brandon Regan, wide receiver safety, with the quick slant. Nice quick trigger there for Jack O'Connell there. 1st down, Scarlet Knights.
Nice pass, an important 1st down. And Reagan, the senior, great catch, held on to the ball. That's the important thing, got hit. 1st down.
O'Connell, 4 receiver set, spread. Quick speed out here to A.J. Lawrence, and he cuts it up to the outside. He'll get close to the 30-yard line, around the 32. So a little bubble screen to Lawrence.
Moving the chain.
Moving the chains is right. He very similar to Cooper Kupp in that slot. A.J. Lawrence, watch out for number 3. As he comes out here to get a rest, it's going to be 2nd and 1. So you can do a lot here, Ray, on 2nd and 1.
Of course, yes.
Chelmsford looks like they have one big cornerback, number 8, out there, but number 3, a shorter cornerback over on Ankowitz. Watch out for man-to-man coverage here on the right side.
That's Blegg.
Inside handoff to Frullo, cuts it up and picks up the 1st down to the 30-yard line. A beautiful opening drive here for the Scarlet Knights, knock on wood.
Came back against the grain, cut the ball up.
So it looks like Chelmsford's playing a 4-3 defense, and they're playing either a cover 1 or cover 3, because they got the number 3, the strong safety out there. So when they're playing, defense playing like that, you can pass on them. Dual running back set. They'll hand it off inside again for Rulo, and it's wide open this time, and he'll get a good gain, about 8-9 yards on that one.
He broke a couple of arm tackles.
And Ferrulo, just a tough, hard runner, Ray, your classic running back.
A long line of Ferrulos. I think there's
Is that right?
There's another one. Yes.
Okay, yeah. There's another one on this roster here, right? So 2nd and 3 here. Driving right down on Chelmsford. 4-0 undefeated team. A powerhouse in the early 2000s. They'll move Aiden Lynch in motion, and they'll hand it off. It's Ferrulo again. Blast over a safety. That was Blagg on the tackle, but Ferrulo just punished him. Another big first down for the Scarlet Knights, running with authority here on the opening drive.
Good blocking.
Yes, very good blocking. That offensive line. So we've done one game together so far. They're 1-0, and the offensive line has stepped up. In that first game against Beverly, they dominated, and now here on this drive, they're doing a good job here.
And
part of that, Ray,
four-man front, it's a little more difficult. It's fairly easy to block the 3-man front, but doing well. I think there's a new left tackle this evening as well.
Okay. Part of that
Check
is
that
also quick decisions. These plays that they're running are very quick decisions, quick handoffs. Not a lot of time. So another inside run, this time 1 yard gain for Ferrulo.
Chelmsford crashing in from the end. Disrupted that play from the start. He was there at the handoff.
Right. Good crowd here. Beautiful night. They're going to go again, 2 running backs in the backfield. A.J. Lawrence and Ankwitz on that right side, so keep an eye out for both of them. Their two best weapons there on the right side.
On the left.
And another, this is a keeper for O'Connell, and they don't see it, and it keeps going all the way. Looks like close to inside the 10-yard line.
Yep.
It's going to be 3rd down, 3rd and short coming up.
At least 2, maybe 3 yards, maybe 3.5 yards.
So this is a long 3 here, right? Yeah. And so the inside run, they've had some positive plays with it. They've also, seems like Chelmsford's strength is right up the middle there. So maybe a quick pass here on 3rd down. The playbook's still open here. Now they move Lawrence and Ankwitz here. Right, and it's interesting.
The wide side of the field. Ankwitz is tall.
He's the inside receiver here. That's interesting. But they end up running it inside, and Ferrulo's going to back down inside.
He's
Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
He is in. He scores. First score, Knights.
Right down the field, Ray, and we've seen them go for 2 before. We'll see. I think I saw Dubzinski signal for 1, so they're gonna attempt an extra point here. And the kicker, I believe it's Camden Bethel, number 38.
Dubzinski is happy with what's going on here.
Beautiful start here for the Scarlet Knights.
Everything is working.
And we got a flag, and it's going to be an offsides encroachment call on Chelmsford, really like a 1-yard gain. I don't think it's going to entice them to go for it, although O'Connell starts walking out there. And he's gonna switch this up.
Yep,
He's going, here we go. Go for the win, baby. Hey, this is how you play if you go in Kansas City. If you remember, the Cleveland Browns did this in the opening week of the year. They played Kansas City in Kansas City. They went for it on 4th down, 2-point conversions, the whole thing. It looks like they're bringing O'Connell out here for it, and I love it. No matter if you get it or not, and send the message, hey, we're winning, we're trying to come out and win this game tonight. Love it. Opposite of what Belichick did last Sunday.
Yeah. So O'Connell could go under center and sneak, but he looks like he's got a back on either side.
So O'Connell 2-point conversion attempt. Aiden Lynch in motion. They're going to hand it off. It's a power run, but I don't think he got it.
I don't think so either. He was tackled. Who was in on that tackle? He was nice Square tackle.
I like going for it. I'm not in love with the same exact play that you got the touchdown on.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yes.
It's the same play over again.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, made sense.
But tough. It's tough. I like play action. Slip it to that tight end in motion. It's tough to.
We had a blocker on the key man, and he broke the block and made the tackle with a good square tackle.
Right.
He squared up to him and.
So, but hey, good start here. 6-0
no
early.
Problem.
North Andover will take it. We'll take it.
I think before the half is over, we'll be in a position where those points won't be a factor one way or the other.
So we potentially have an upset in the making here.
So Chelmsford ready to receive.
And they got their two returners back there. Remember, number 24, Linton, they moved him over now to the other side because they want him to get the ball, and that's exactly where the ball goes. Malachi Linton, this guy is fast and quick. Watch out. And he cuts it up. But good tackling once again by North Andover, doing it all even on special teams here, right?
They do their assignments well on the kick return team. There were 3 or 4 players there. They stopped him short of the 30. That's good.
I'm not in love with kicking at 224. I think my strategy would be kick away from him.
Yes.
But obviously, you can't always have the directional kick. Not everyone is able to do that. So, North Andover forced the punt the first time. They're going to run it inside as Chelmsford, and it's for about 1 yard, 2 yards. And North Andover, very similar to what they did against Beverly in that game a few weeks ago when they had their first victory and they shut them out. They're bringing their 4-2-5, and they're crowding everyone at the line of scrimmage. Stop the run, force Wilder to pass.
Yes.
And they got one high safety. It's Regan. They're playing 10-yard, or they got the cornerback here, number 12, way off the wide receiver. Wilder's now going to keep it, and he'll take another 2 yards, but that's exactly what you want. Wilder, not an explosive runner, and he likes to run. They played last week against Lowell. He seemed like he loved to run, Ray, but I don't think that's his number one quality.
That play didn't look that precise.
3rd and short here. Watch out for number 24, Linton, to get the ball.
North Andover looks like they have 2 or 3 men ready to break in.
And they got everyone at the line of scrimmage here. No safeties high, so it's man-to-man. It's a man-to-man across the board here. They're daring them to pass. And Wilder's going to run again. And look at this. They're all over it. The Scarlet Knights force it. And Chelmsford can't adjust. And it's a 3-yard loss. And they may have to punt here for the second time in the quarter.
The blitz up the middle disrupted that play entirely. He was forced to go to his left, and he ran into a tackler.
Maybe it's too early to say upset city, but we may have it.
North Andover is their defenders are managing to avoid or overman the blocking.
So Craig gonna punt again. This one a decent punt in the air.
Punt.
Fair caught by Lawrence. This time we'll have the possession here. Looks like at the 27-yard line.
Yeah,
so
it's not the 45.
No,
it's the
but still decent.
Yes,
decent.
Of course. Yeah. Well, we haven't had any trouble moving the ball.
So far, it's been a good. Usually, that opening drive is scripted out. A lot of teams, the head coach knows what he wants to do at the opening drive. Now, what happens is throughout the game, you start hopefully seeing the adjustments.
There's 2.5 minutes to go in the quarter, and North Andover has controlled the ball for the most part.
Right. Exactly.
Chelmsford hasn't had it for long drives.
Right. So, Ankowitz and Lawrence here paired up on this side, but they hand it off to Ferrullo. No gain there. There was a lot of power up the middle for Chelmsford. Number 50 was in on the tackle.
Yeah.
That's Benjamin Hogan for the Lions. Ferrullo had the carry there.
That's a call on first down where your coach wants to mano a mano and see, who's going to be able to block who. Let's see where the strength is, where the weakness is. Let's feel it out. They may do that again.
4 receiver set it here again.
Not on this down, but
O'Connell Gonna go speed option, and he fakes the pitch and cuts it up, and he's got a big run! Here we go, O'Connell! Looking good. I called him Drew Bledsoe at the beginning of the game. Maybe I'm wrong. He's more like Josh Allen on that play.
It's a good thing their safety is fast, because he was in the open field there.
He's proven me wrong right there. What a run. That was a nice play there, and I don't think Chelmsford expected that.
Yeah, they were expecting the pitch play.
Right.
He kept it, and he managed to run right up the middle. So
beautiful drive. Now they're at the Lions' 39-yard line. They'll go dual running back set here with Ferrullo and Lynch in the backfield. 34-yard line, excuse me. Back to pass. O'Connell flicks it out. That's a long pass, dangerous pass.
The ball is free.
Out there. That's
incomplete.
On the far side to A.J. Lawrence. I like that play, but that's a far pass for O'Connell because they're on the right hash and he's throwing all the way to the left hash. So the cornerback has a lot of time.
That was a dangerous pass.
Dangerous.
Needed to lead him more. If he was going to come screen
on that side, that would have been a better play.
He needs to come to the ball. He needs to lead him. He was trying to hit him on the spot.
Well, we got trips on that side now, and they're going to go wide receiver screen. This one to Lawrence again, and he has the sideline, and he'll go all the way into the red zone. A.J. Lawrence.
Inside the 20, close to the 10.
Looking like Rondell Moore out here, the rookie from Arizona Cardinals. What a beautiful play that was.
That play was made by his fellow receiver getting a good block on the cornerback, and that allowed Lawrence to get the outside. Didn't need to make any moves, just needed to head for the sideline and turn it up.
Trips to the right. 1st and 10. Swing pass to Ferrullo. Ferrullo cuts it to the right. He breaks a tackle, then meets his match. Number 5 on the tackle was Jamison Muldoon for the Lions with a good stick on Ferrullo after a 6-yard gain.
That was a nice pass because that's the first time I've seen O'Connell lead the back to a spot
that's an underrated thing to do.
Rather than the receiver is out there and he throws it to where the receiver is.
Right.
He progressed.
Nice.
In that play, he just showed me something.
I agree. I like it here. 2nd and 3 for the Scarlet Knights. Roll out to the left. He's got his man wide open.
Beautiful.
Lawrence, touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Beautiful pass.
O'Connell on fire.
Yes.
Has a few words for the Chelmsford bench. This is not a 1-3 team, Ray. I'm sorry.
O'Connell has got all the moves here all of a sudden. He's running to his left. Difficult for a right-handed thrower to throw a pass. And he led the receiver beautifully. Not only that, he put the ball in his stomach. He didn't have to reach for it anywhere. He didn't have to alter his stride. He just caught it mid-stride and kept going.
Number 3. Yes, that was an outstanding play, Ray.
There are 45
and now they're going to go for 2 here again. Speed option. They're going to pitch it. Ferrullo has it. He's got it. What a play. They had him.
Incredible.
Tackled, and O'Connell just too big.
Amazing for O'Connell to be able to get rid of that ball.
And once again, that's Josh Allen-esque. Josh Allen is a load to take down.
Yes, he showed us some strength there.
That was outstanding. They get the 2 points. It's 14-0. Scarlet Knights right away, Ray.
This is a highlight reel, isn't it?
Outstanding. Outstanding start to this football game.
Oh, God.
I think we can officially say upset here. Upset is on the table.
Dubzinski is calling all his favorite plays.
What a game so far here for the Scarlet Knights.
His new favorite plays. There's some moves in there that we haven't seen before.
So, once again, I'd kick it away from number 24 in white. Maybe even squib it.
Yeah, he is a very good returner.
Oh, yes. Very good returner. He had some touchdowns in the last game against Lowell.
Is that number 3 all back there with him as well?
That's number 6. Number 6 is back there, Manuel Marshall. So they're going to get a return here. Linton ended up with it close to the 30-yard line, but they've done a good job not allowing any explosive plays.
Yes, the kick kept him close to the sideline, kept him pinned against the sideline. He couldn't go right. He'd have to come back left or go straight, and so that helps the defense.
So the Scarlet Knights defense.
Good kick.
Line up out there, number 41, Jake Salfrank out there, along with number big 78, David Cooperstein. I want to give these guys some credit because they are handling up front right now. The Chelmsford, good offensive line. They hand it off to Linton. Here he goes. Cuts it up. He's fast and quick, but taken down by the safety, Brendan Reagan. But watch out for Malachi Linton tonight.
Linton just picked up a dozen yards, and he's got very quick feet.
Another weapon of theirs is number 10. He's a tight end. He also plays quarterback. He's inside here on the left side. They're going to run the ball. On the handoff, it's number 3, Blagg. That's for about 4 yards. So Chelmsford, their best drive here. They got their first down on this drive. With the first quarter coming to an end, the Scarlet Knights win round 1 here, Ray, opening quarter.
Darn right. That number 3, Bragg, he's a junior. He's listed in the program as 6'3", 175. And he is an impressive young man when you see him without his uniform even.
So couldn't have scripted up any better for the Scarlet Knights here early, Ray. So if you're North Andover and you're Coach Jabzinski, you got to watch out for Chelmsford and maybe a trick play. Maybe they're going to continue to run their offense because 14-0 is nothing as far as second quarter is concerned. The game is still there's a long way to go.
Yeah. I think, as you said, they have multiple players and diversity of plays. North Andover has a game plan. Everyone's in their place, and they just execute.
Chelmsford's 4-0 on the year. They average 30 points per game, and they've only given up 13 points per game in their 4 games, and already they've given up 14 in this one. So North Andover, once again, excellent start for them.
I don't know if this is the best quarter they played this year, but it's certainly among them.
And we're going to have penalty, false start. That's a big penalty, so instead of 2nd and 5, it's going to be 2nd and 10. So not a good start to the second period.
Wilder, the quarterback, is a sophomore, so he'll be here.
Number 50 inside there, Jake DiNapoli.
Blagg and Manuel Marshall on this side.
And Wilder flips it. Here's number 11 with a nice play.
There is a save by our safety. Otherwise, he was gone.
That's the catch from John McCarthy, the junior.
He looked like, once he caught that ball, it looked like touchdown as soon as he caught it.
It did. Good play. But a first down for the Lions. And the Wilder, quick pass. He's going to float this one up. He's got air, and it's going to be penalty pass interference. They had to do that because it could have been a touchdown on that other end.
Yeah.
So, in some ways, you don't like the penalty, but in other ways, you do because you don't want to give up a touchdown.
I didn't see who was defending on that play, but Reagan was the defender who saved the touchdown on the previous play. So, we're talking touchdown here every play now. Chelmsford has come to life.
I think that penalty was on number 12, Jaden Gavin, cornerback for North Andover. They've done a great job, that secondary so far. They're in man-to-man coverage, and they got no safety help right now.
Gavin is fast.
Everyone in the middle, so that means Dubzinski's putting it on his cornerbacks to play this game. And here's Wilder, good spin.
Wilder with a good spin move, yes.
And that's Mitch Trubisky right there for 7 yards. Good spin.
Yep.
But that's Wilder. Good play by number 15.
That spin goes back to when they had the leather helmets. A good spin was a way to avoid getting a hard hit when you didn't have much padding in the early days.
You can see a few players for North Andover got their hands on their hips, so they're a little tired defense here. Chelmsford got them on the ropes here on the third drive for them. And
There's a pass.
Flick
He's wide
this
open,
one out. Yeah, that's number
but
6.
well covered.
Number 6 had
Manuel.
it. Manuel Marshall on the reception.
And I think that was Reagan again making the tackle.
Right.
He certainly was over there.
Exactly.
So Reagan having a hell of a game. Jaden Gavin is number 12. He's back there as well. He was called with that penalty. He's a senior, as is Reagan.
So while
O'Connell played safety last year. He didn't have the opportunity.
Well, they're going to go QB Reed here inside.
Yes.
Wilder, he's close to the first down. He may be short, just maybe 4th down here. Let's see. They may have to measure this. Yeah, it's going to be 4th and 1. Oh, they're going to give it to him. First down.
Wow.
I would like the measurement right there, Ray. I'm sorry if I'm Dubzinski.
Yeah.
But that's a first down. And first time in the red zone for the Lions here. Scarlet Knights on the ropes on defense.
I wish we could see the instant replay on that, Bill. Someday.
Two receivers to the left. Linton back there. They're going to go to him here. And here he goes inside for a couple yards. But good job by North Andover. But it looks like the ball's out. It's the Scarlet Knight ball.
Amazing,
it's a fumble
amazing.
by Malachi Linton, their number 1 player.
Wrestled away from Linton as he goes down. They just took the ball away from him.
I'm not sure who had the recovery, but the Scarlet Knights have it. 14-0, 9 minutes, 38 seconds left in the first half. Scarlet Knights get the turnover. They are 2 for 2 on their possessions with an A.J. Lawrence receiving touchdown and a Jack Ferrullo rushing touchdown. They are 1 for 2 on the 2-point conversion on a spectacular play. Speed option by O'Connell that was dead in the water, and he got him out. So O'Connell is on fire.
Yeah.
And
he's doing a lot.
He's as hot as any quarterback can be here in this game. Ball's yet to hit the ground. And they're going to go to dual running back set. And handoff inside. Believe that's Ferrullo on the carry. He's going to come out. They're going to bring in Reagan. So that means they're going to go 3 or 4 receiver set here. Taking the running back out.
So second down from about the 18.
Yep. So 2 wide receivers on both sides. They go Aiden Lynch in the backfield. Speed option. They flip it out to Lynch. He cuts it up. Spin. But Chelmsford with great pursuit.
Yes, they might have. That looks like a loss even.
Excuse me. That was. No, excuse me. Yes, that was Aiden Lynch there, and that's 3rd down, 3rd and 5 for the Scarlet Knights. This is actually a big down for Chelmsford. They have to get off the field here and get a 3 and out.
Yeah, because all of a sudden they're moving the ball. They have some momentum, and now it looks like we may be stalled on the first 3 attempts here.
So 3rd down. Once again, 2 wide receivers. They're going to move him in motion, A.J. Lawrence, and they're going to swing it out to Ankowitz. And he's a big receiver, but not too much speed. Gets to about the 20-yard line. He's going to be well short of a first down in the punting unit for the first time for the Knights.
Yeah, nicely designed play in the fact that he's a bigger player than the players defending him, but he needed the block.
A.J. Lawrence would have been the guy to run the screen there.
Yeah,
I think Ankowitz is more of a downhill receiver, throw him deep.
Yeah.
Now here is a punt coming for the Scarlet Knights. Off the right foot, he shanked it, and it's a short. Lions are going to get a great field position here at the Scarlet Knight 30.
Right.
It ended up being a net maybe 10-yard punt, 11-yard punt at the end of it, And so the Chelmsford Lions not only overcome their turnover, but now they are beautiful. They're basically in the same field position where they got the fumble. So
yeah. We turned it over, but we weren't able to capitalize.
now
on
remember,
it.
North Andover gets the ball to start the second half, so you start thinking about these things in the last minutes of the first half when your last possession is going to be, and then getting that double score. We're still ways away from that. The Chelmsford Lions have to capitalize on this possession here, and this is probably 4-down territory for them.
Big lineman for Chelmsford.
Here's in motion, fake handoff. And he's going to roll
Linton
out while their ball's floating. He's got his man, but it's incomplete.
Almost had it.
I think they got away with a pass interference call.
Yes, well, it was
maybe.
It was close anyway.
Yeah,
he fell, but he may not have.
It made incidental contact potentially.
Just his own trip.
Very fortunate that number 19, I think, was the intended receiver on the play.
Yeah. Who was that defender?
Austin Nigro on that play. Who was the defender? I didn't see. Number 11 is Reagan.
Yeah, yep. Reagan is in on a lot of plays here.
Right. 3 receivers set to the right side, but watch out, Linton getting the ball. He's in the pink.
That was a dangerous,
socks.
well scripted play.
While they're gonna roll out, throw middle's got a guy, touchdown, close to it. He's short. It looked like a touchdown. He's at inside the 5-yard line. It's number 3 on the reception.
Bragg.
Ryan Blagg finally stepping up. So those rollout plays, big play there for the Lions.
If you remember, Blagg had the first 2 plays of the night, and now he's back again, and they're down in the red zone.
First and goal of the 3. Linton inside.
Looks
He's in. Touchdown Lions.
So the comfort of being well ahead here all of a sudden is fragile and challenged.
So
because 6:47 and 14-6 is the score. The Knights 14, the Lions are on the board.
So number 74 going to get the extra point. Michael Beerwith for the Chelmsford Lions. I was watching him in pregame. He was hitting about 35, 40-yarders. He was pretty good at the beginning, and he nails that one.
Yes, he's got a lot of leg in that.
Got a lot of leg.
So Chelmsford is rejoicing. They're all pretty satisfied with themselves. They didn't march it down the field and score. There was a miscue, and then they got it back, and they managed to overcome themselves and put together some good plays. And they started to take a lot of risks with long passes here all of a sudden. The Chelmsford coach has said, so much for feeling out the other side. Let's throw the bomb and
I like it.
Throw it deep. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And those plays, especially in high school and college, well, at really any level, when the quarterback can get out of the pocket, that's when the passing lanes can open up, and the defense starts, it takes longer for you to guard someone, the more open someone's going to be.
So Dubzinski, one of his last plays over here was to throw it to Ankowitz on a very conservative play.
Yes, it was.
As opposed to Chelmsford, they're throwing it like it's the last 2 minutes of the game.
Right.
So Dubzinski now has a decision to make. Is he going to continue what he's been doing and burn the clock?
Right.
Or is he going to start to play the way they are?
Here's a return for North Andover. It's A.J. Lawrence. He'll get it out to the 21-yard line. So if I'm North Andover, I kind of want to find the happy medium of what you just said. So I want to stick with the game plan, but I also want to throw the ball downfield with Ankowitz and throw short with A.J. Lawrence. I think that's their bread and butter.
Yep.
So they got to get back to that, and Ankowitz only with 1 reception so far in the game. He's much better than that, and so we're going to get some handoff runs with Jack Ferrulo.
And we have Ferrulo, and we have the spinning quarterback who runs well up in the middle.
Trips to the left here. Ball in the middle of the field. They go quick pass to Lawrence. This is what I was talking about, but the Lions were ready for it. You can't keep running that play over and over again. Eventually, you have to do a fake wide receiver screen, and then that's when you get them over the top.
Yes.
But we may see that. That's in their arsenal. I know that.
That's an interesting play if you have like a Freddie Gavin, somebody who's an exciting open field runner. Not that Lawrence is not a complete player because he's exceptional. But you're handicapping him by throwing him the ball standing still when the defenders are moving.
Yep. I see what you're saying. So we haven't seen much of the jet sweeps. They love to do the jet sweeps at Scarlet Knights. So let's see if they can get someone in motion.
I like that screen pass where he has the receiver moving towards the sidelines as he hits him, or moving upfield.
Here's O'Connell. He'll roll to the right. He's got his man Lawrence, it looks like, but he goes backwards. And Chelmsford looks like they have another gear here on the last two possessions. They are swarming to the football. It's going to be third and long.
We are playing we're passing the ball, but we're not taking the kind of risks they were taking.
So third and long, you have to throw. You're going to have to throw the football, in my opinion, here. This is a passing down.
The play calling here is putting the Knights on their back foot.
Right. So third down, right around the 20-yard line. They have to get to the 30, 31-yard line. O'Connell flicks it up. He's got Inkowitz. Oh, Inkowitz had it.
Oh, my God.
But incomplete. He put one hand up. It was a little, I think actually it was a pretty perfect pass, to be honest with you. I just think Inkowitz had put one hand up, not two, and that was it.
It was a great pass, but Inkowitz was in the middle of turning upfield, and the ball was thrown to the sideline, so he had to change his stride where he lost a half a stride, so he was forced to put one hand up.
So second straight punt for North Andover.
There's a little miscommunication between the two of them. It's at option, you know. You have to anticipate what the other guy is doing. And
This is another short punt.
Yes.
For North Andover, and once again the Lions are going to have beautiful field position at the Scarlet Knight 39, and this is tough here.
Yes.
This is where special teams and hoping that you can have, flip the field a little bit here. That's two straight punts. So a tough night for the punter here for North Andover.
Yes. The momentum has switched almost entirely. Every other play is a momentum killer now for us. And but we're ahead 14-7. There's nothing to be panicked about. But
and we got a timeout by Dubzinski, and I think this is a good timeout. Let's settle everyone down. Hey,
yes,
we're inside 5 minutes. We stop them on this possession.
Reset.
We get the ball back, and we can get our double score. That's what I'm thinking. Coach Dubzinski is talking about.
Yes.
For Chelmsford here, George Peterson, he wants to tie this game up as quick as possible, and the way things are going, he wants to get actually another possession out of this. So that's that's the way they're thinking about it. Get two more possessions out of this this half.
I'm sure he'd be thrilled if we come to within a half a minute and he scores the 7 points to tie the game.
Right.
At that point, I think he'll feel that the first half was a success.
So
the things you remember most recently get bigger than the things that happened half an hour ago.
Right, and so strategy time for Dubzinski. What does he do on defense? What is killing them so far right now is that rollout for Wilder. I'm thinking they may go back to that Chelmsford.
Yes.
So what I'm doing is I'm blitzing a safety off the edge
I like
and
the
take a
aggressive
gamble.
defense. I like, they have the talent to do that.
Right.
They're designed to do that on defense.
Here we go. Play action, and he's got his man, that's Dan Craig, and he dropped it.
Whoa.
Oh, man, that was going to be a good collision between Lawrence and Craig. Craig was wide open down the seam.
Yes.
That's your typical Brady to Gronk, throw the ball to a big tight end, but nothing there.
The fickle finger dropped the ball.
Dropped the ball.
Right in his hands.
Scarlet Knights needed that play.
Mahogany hands.
Second down, Blagg here on the outside of the right. Here's that rollout again, and he finds his man.
Him wide open.
It looks like Manuel Marshall, but it looks like they're going to roll incomplete.
Could not bring it in. The ball was a little behind him. He was turning and spinning as he was catching it, and he just couldn't hang on. But that's a good play. Because he threw it to a receiver who had. The defender had no possibility of intercepting the pass. It was either going to be caught. It It was high risk but low risk at the same time.
Well, they defended that play much better this time, North Andover. So good
Yes.
job for them. Here's 3rd down, 3rd and 10, Ray. This is
Yep.
big. They're going to may go for it on 4th down.
I think you're right.
Linton on motion. They're going to do a screen
A
pass
screen
to
pass.
inside number 19, and he's going to be close to a 1st down. I think he may have gotten it.
I don't know. It is close.
They got it.
First
First down. So a beautiful screen pass. That was to number 19, Austin Nigro, the sophomore.
First play for the sophomore. He's only 5'8", 145 pounds. He looked much bigger on that play.
Linton in motion again. 2nd straight time they moved him in motion. They're going to go fake handoff. They find their man. Oh, beautiful play. Oh, but they're going to call pass interference. I think it's a bogus call.
I agree with you. He didn't touch him. He dove in front of him with his hand.
Right.
I
think he was going for the ball. So
clearly he had his hand on the ball. He was in no contact with the receiver.
Oh! So we got an eligible man downfield by the Chelmsford Lions. We got a pass interference on the Knights. It's an offset. And we're going to repeat the down.
Yes,
so
well,
big break.
I would say, yeah. Well, I thought we made a great play there. A big break that the officials called did not stand. We had perhaps another official who said, you know, on further review, I think I saw a penalty.
So one of these times when they move number 24, Linton, in motion, they're going to actually throw to him in that motion. So the Scarlet Knights have to be ready for that.
Yes. You know, you said before the game they have a flexible offense involving different players, and they're showing it.
Right. Here's Linton inside. Nice cut. What a beautiful move. He's got to the outside. He'll be close to the 15, 10-yard line.
He stepped right out of a tackle. He was tackled. He was going down. He just pulled that leg away.
You see those quick feet there?
Stepped over. Yes,
he juked, right?
Yeah. He's got something. I saw him before the game. I spoke to him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I spoke to him for about 8 or 10 minutes. Asked him who the good players were, and he said me. And he was right.
He does have a fumble in this game, but he's their best player. They're going to still feed him the ball. He's been out there on every play pretty much.
I don't think I got the impression in the last couple of weeks he's come on.
Here's a slant route, but threw it behind his receiver.
You're right.
Wilder has very opposite of O'Connell. O'Connell, that's his ball, but that's quick slant route.
Yeah.
Wilder, more of a rollout and make something happen player.
Yeah. Wilder likes to throw the ball, put it up downfield.
Yes.
Not that O'Connell doesn't, because he likes to do
they
that
haven't
too.
done it yet. They haven't done it yet, though, right? You know?
Yeah, I think they're coaching him to try to keep the game short until the latter part of the game.
Yep. So 2 receivers to both sides. Here, fumbled snap, Wilder and the North Andover defense. Number 41's going to actually get a sack on that play. Jack Salfrank should get a sack on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yeah.
So watch out for the rollouts here.
So all of a sudden,
number 10 is not out there, Ray.
Things are even.
Quick pass. Here it comes, but good pursuit by North Andover. It's going to get it back to the 20-yard line. It's going to be 4th and long. Interesting call for the Lions. What does the head coach, George Peterson, do? They're going to go for it here on 4th and about 16. 4th and...
Wow.
No, 4th and 16,
Yeah. He does have that big kicker who can really kick the ball, but this may be just a little too long for a high school kicker. So this is exciting.
And this is trips to the right here. Wilder likes to pass it deep. He's going to go deep. And the cornerback, they're going to call pass interference. Now, he just didn't let him go. He pushed him out of bounds. After 5 yards, I believe the rule is after 5 yards, you can't put your hands on the receiver.
Yeah, it is good. However, the ball wasn't within 10 yards of being caught.
Tough call there.
Yeah.
It's tough. Hey, they threw the ball up. It's kind of like, make a play happen, and they
in the professional league, they may say, well, that didn't have a chance. In high school, they're
Yes.
probably more concerned, are you doing the right thing?
Yes, and North Andover there that time, that was
And we were not
that
doing
is
the
a
right
tough,
thing there.
tough penalty.
Yeah.
On a punt, you want to do that to the gunner. You want to force him out of
Yes.
bounds. But on a fourth and long, you don't want to do that.
I remember as a sophomore, when I was in high school, you get excited on your early plays in the game when you haven't played, and you wind up doing something which is based on emotion.
So first and goal for the Lions, looking to tie this game up. 2:21 to go. There's going to be a timeout by the Lions. So right now,
So this is a very competitive game. 2:20. Yep, as
And-
you said.
so right now, strategy time here, Ray. North Andover wants to get the ball back. They'll have to get in their 2-minute offense, no matter if Chelmsford scores or not here on this drive.
Yes.
If I'm North Andover, I may think about using my timeouts to stop the clock if you stop them on defense. And so what does Coach Dubzinski do? Does he use his timeouts and be aggressive, or does he let the clock run and just let this be the last possession and we go into halftime?
You know, it depends on who the coach is, what he has for a team, and what he wants to do. You know, if you're interested in being ahead, you try to get another possession, another score. On the other hand, if you take the team in at halftime and said, we started great,
Right.
we're going to get the ball back, but we can't play like we played in the second
quarter.
quarter.
Right.
We have to start playing like we can play.
And they got to come out and be aggressive here to start the second half, but there's still 2 minutes and change here. Chelmsford, fourth down, it looks like. Inside, no one there, North Andover.
Beautiful. North
There
Andover
we go.
defender cut across in front of the receiver. The ball was in the air just a little too long. The receiver had stopped, and the defender was able to get between the two.
So that was
both hands on the ball, but didn't need to catch it.
Now that was fourth and goal. Chelmsford can't capitalize on that nice drive they had, where they had beautiful field position. So now North Andover backed up in their own end zone. You're going to have to run the ball once to Ferrullo, try to get some yards, get away from, because you don't want to get a safety here.
Yeah.
So 14-7, 2 minutes and 17 seconds left in the first half.
If the quarterback releases the ball a half a second before he did release it, that's a score.
Chelmsford in cover 2 right now in defense. They move tight end in motion, and they hand it off. This is to Ferrullo, who gets some yards.
Cannot make the corner, but picks up yardage. Short amount of yardage, maybe 2.
Right, second down. Clock is running. Wonder if Chelmsford's going to start using
2
some
minutes.
timeouts.
Yep.
They're not. They're letting the clock run. They're going to see what North Andover does on this next play here.
If I'm the conservative coach, well, I can't say Dubzinski's a conservative coach, but a conservative coach would say, we're not risk anything. We're going to make a couple of simple handoffs, run the ball into the middle, don't lose the ball here, don't do anything that would allow them to score.
You also want to get away from that end zone because of the punting situation. They've had 2 punts that have been shanked. So you want to make sure you get some yards here. Ferrullo inside. Good run. Nice hard run.
Nice run.
And it looks like we're going to get a timeout by Chelmsford. There we go.
No,
Chelmsford using.
There you go.
They have 1 timeout remaining. So
you've been calling for some coaching strategy, and there it is.
There it is. So 14-7 with 1:14 remaining in the first half. 1 timeout left. Chelmsford's got to stop him here, force the punt. If I'm North Andover here, I think this is a perfect time for a play action shot here at this point, and try to get a big play here and get the momentum back.
Yeah, it depends.
Because you don't want to punt the ball and then Chelmsford has the.
You don't want to throw back across your body.
That's true.
You want to have a play where it has a high probability of success, and you want to stay in bounds.
Okay, so you're thinking more conservative here, Ray. You're thinking more run the ball with Ferrullo, force the last time out here.
Well, I don't. You could pass the ball. You don't need.
I
to
like
run
a
the ball
pass.
here.
Yeah, they're going bunch formation here, so there's no one inside or no one on the outside hashes. Everyone's bunched up here. 3rd down and 5, and they're going to run a jet sweep to AJ Lawrence. He cuts it up. And he's going to be short. Another timeout for Chelmsford. They're going to get the ball, 1:05 to go.
Yes.
And Chelmsford's going to get the ball. Watch out for an attempted blocked punt here.
Yeah,
Watch out for that.
We have had 2 punts now that were not great punts.
Right.
So, regardless of blocked punt or not, I would not try to block the punt here.
You wouldn't?
I would.
You'd let him try to let him.
I would rather have a blocker back here for your 24 if he gets the ball and try to do something with it.
Interesting.
Yeah, the chances of blocking the punt, who knows?
Right.
But
I was a special teams coordinator for 2 years, and so
Yes,
I
yes,
say
yes.
go for it. But hey, I like Ray. I'm fine with that too. Like, hey, just you don't want to get a rough in the punter either.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yes.
So.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they're gonna even have a returner here. It looks like they had a returner at first. Look at this, Ray.
Yeah.
They don't have a returner back there, so they are going for the block punt. There's no returner.
Yeah.
So they're going for the block punt here. Watch out. Looks like Chelmsford's a little bit confused on what they're doing. They're just playing defense here, actually. I'm thinking this is going to be a pooch punt for North Andover because this is 4th and 2.
He's in a passing.
This is a
this is
he's
going to
try to draw him off sides. Is what he's
not
trying
a
to
kick.
do.
Yeah. Well, I doubt that they would be drawn off at this point.
They're trying. They're going to take the penalty maybe or a timeout. They're going to use a timeout. So interesting strategy for Dubzinski. It's 4th and 2. They try to draw him off sides. I was wondering maybe they would go pooch punt there because their punting hasn't been good. So why not just punt out of that formation?
Well, what Dubzinski
which is not a bad if O'Connell, but I don't know if they practiced it.
What Dubzinski gets out of that is that he saw what defense they wanted to use.
So now
that informs him about what he's actually going to do with the punt situation. He may change some part of it, some blocking or.
Yeah. So back to returners Manuel Marshall and Malachi Linton for Chelmsford. They're right around the 45-yard line. So barring an amazing kick, they're going to get midfield, at least field position here.
We're going to see some shocking passes in the remaining.
And Wilder's going to get another shot at this thing.
Yeah. In 65 seconds, there'll probably be 55 seconds of time. He can make 3 wild throws.
So North Andover on the punt. Good punt.
Nobody's trying to block.
Oh, this one's going to be better here. A little bit better.
But not over midfield.
They got the roll. They got the roll.
You got a good roll out of it.
I wouldn't have stopped it if I were that. If I were I would have let it go, let the time run. But either way, good.
That's a good point.
Coverage.
But they get the ball in our territory, 7 or 8 yards over midfield.
That was his best punt so far.
Well, best recent punt anyway.
Yes.
He might have punted better in the first quarter.
Well, he's getting better, and so that was good that they didn't have to go. They didn't have to use the quarterback, and they used the punter.
It was a low bar when you say getting better.
Well, but
some of those punts weren't particularly good.
Right, but he got better on that one. That was good. So 1st and 10, 43-yard line here, Ray. Chelmsford trying to get a score here. And nullify the double score.
The big sophomore, Wilder. Look at this.
Here's Wilder back to pass.
Open.
Interception! Here it comes!
Beautiful.
And here comes the interception return. Blindside block. They're not going to call it. Here he goes. It's Jack Ferrulo. And North Andover in position here at the Lions' 43-yard line.
I don't know
44-yard line.
I don't know who Wilder was throwing that ball to. 19 had cut downfield and was wide open. And he threw the ball as though the receiver had gone across the field. So, one thing I did recognize, I watched that last game between Chelmsford and Lowell, and Wilder had an interception in that game. I noticed he has small hands. The ball slips out of his hands a little bit when he throws it. So that was an inaccurate play. And so North Andover, I say, go for it here. You got to get the points. Here's Ankowitz, and he's bouncing on his toes. Let's see what happens. Let's see what O'Connell has here in this offense. He's back to pass, quick pass. It's tipped. Ankowitz, incomplete. Now. 41 seconds remaining in the first half. 2nd and 10. That was almost a disastrous play. O'Connell threw that ball like the Patriots' new quarterback. He had it in his hand for 1,001, and then it was gone. I like plays like that, but that was a good defensive play by Chelmsford to tip the ball. It's great, but you're throwing it to the very short side of the field. So the reaction time to cover that is diminished. Yes.
So dual running back set. O'Connell back to pass again. He's got a blitzer, number 50, but he's got a deep man.
Wide open.
He's got incomplete.
Oh.
He had Lawrence, but the ball was high and wide.
It was a little behind the receiver's path.
If that was more forward, that would have been a touchdown. Lawrence was open on a skinny post.
He had a chance to lead him, but when you look at it, you can see the free safety over here, and you don't want to lead him into the safety. Sometimes if you're going to throw it over the safety, it doesn't matter.
So third down here, I think about a screenplay and get 5-6 yards. Let the clock run here because Chelmsford doesn't have a timeout and see what you can do.
35 seconds. A minute ago, we were talking about disaster. All of a sudden, we're ready to score.
O'Connell finds
There
his
we
man
go.
to Regan, knocks him out of bounds. That's close to a first down. It's
nicely
going to be
done.
4th and short. It's decision time. Do we kick a field goal? Does he go for it on 4th down?
O'Connell, his timing on passes, he's not wasting any time in this game.
They're going to 4th and 1. They're going to go for it here. Not much decision. Not exactly sure the field goal range by a kicker, but North Andover with one timeout remaining, so they can throw the ball in the middle of the field if they want.
Yes.
A lot of options open here for the Scarlet Knights here on 4th and 2. They have to convert this first down though.
A.J. Lawrence.
And we got two
with
receivers.
Ankowitz.
Ankowitz paired up with
And
Lawrence.
Reagan on the short side and two backs.
That's right. Inside run to Ferrulo. I don't know if he got it.
He is blasted by
I think he got it.
two defenders.
That's a first down and now
Beautiful.
timeout by Dubzinski. 23.3 on the clock. So now they're going to have to think about throw the ball in the middle of the field, get a spike, or throw the ball to the sideline, or throw the ball in the end zone. One of those three.
This is an amazing comeback here by the strong punching North Andover football team here.
So
they were back on their heels for almost a quarter, and now they're in control and playing aggressively.
So if I'm Dubzinski, I may think about moving O'Connell, roll him out, have a short option to one receiver, have a deep option to another receiver, and if you got that one-on-one coverage, take a shot. The clock will stop if it's an overthrow, if it's an incomplete pass or an interception. Those aren't, But I go for it here. Try to get some points here. 23 seconds left. You got to get the double score.
Exactly. If I were playing on a Sunday morning at 8 o'clock in the morning in the beer league, I'd start Lawrence here on the near side, go down 5 yards, and run behind the far side safety.
So interesting here.
Roll right and throw it over the safety.
So interesting here. The last line of defense for Chelmsford is about 12 yards off the ball. So they're still playing regular defense.
We get Ankowitz on the short side of the field here. Two receivers on the short side.
Here we go. They flip it, and it's going to be a pass, and he's going to end up running it and go out of bounds.
Yeah, he had nobody
so
open there.
No one was open, but I like the play call.
Yes.
It was a jet sweep pass. They almost pulled it off.
Nice try. Who was making that pass, by the way?
I believe that was number 11 on the. That was Aiden Lynch, I believe, or excuse me, Brandon Reagan had the jet sweep pass.
No kidding. He's a left-handed thrower, huh?
Well, I guess that would make sense. If you're
Yeah.
a lefty, you want to roll left.
Yeah.
And if you're a righty, you want to right. But
Yeah,
anyway,
I didn't realize he was left-handed.
that was.
But,
Thank you. That was Zach Walensky that had the attempt.
There were three defenders back there. They were playing deep zone.
So now cornerbacks back. They're in a cover 3 here. Prevent defense. O'Connell will flick it to the right. Incomplete.
Wow.
The attempted receiver looked like number 2.
Okay, they were.
DeAndre King.
Yes, he was. There was somebody covering him underneath and another safety covering behind him. So he had 2 people on him, and there was almost an interception there.
3rd and 9. If the ball is inbounds, they gotta snap the ball and get a playoff. If not, they gotta get out of bounds or an incomplete pass here.
That was a risky play. If he intercepted that ball, he was going to score.
O'Connell back to pass, 4 receivers set. They're going deep. Everybody.
Nice.
Yeah, an incomplete. He went to looks like DeAndre King or Lawrence. It was Lawrence. It's going to be 4th down, so what I'm doing is throw the ball into the end zone.
Yep.
And what I also do, Ray, is you want to make sure there's no time left. There's 8.4 seconds left. So you want to make sure that O'Connell knows, hey, I want to hold the ball, let my receivers get downfield, Throw the ball up in the air, the clock runs out, and we got the last play of the game versus leaving time left for Chelmsford to get a playoff. So here we go. They're going to go 4 receiver set again. If I'm O'Connell, wait for your receivers to get downfield. Fourth and 9.
4 linemen coming on a rush.
And he's going to roll out to the right. He's got his man. Ankowitz
open.
open. All the way in. He may have a touchdown. He's got a touchdown.
Right.
Ankowitz. Unbelievable throw. Unbelievable rollout play. What a play.
O'Connell is in the pocket. He's being rushed. He's looking down the middle. They think they have him sacked. He steps outside of the pocket, and there's a receiver all the way down the field, all by himself.
Lightning strike here at Joe Wall Stadium. O'Connell to Ankowitz. That's like Cousins to Thielen right there. 20-7 going for the extra point in halftime with the momentum back.
Ankowitz cannot believe how alone he was over there. And the ball is coming to him, and I'm sure he was thinking, the last thing I'm going to do is drop this ball.
Extra point good by Camden Bethel, the kicker. And the Scarlet Knights, we have an upset brewing here in North Andover on Friday Night Lights.
Ankowitz, that kick was going up for the point, and Ankowitz had his helmet off, and he was high-stepping towards the locker room. He was in a beautiful trot with the helmet over his head like he was playing for USC in the Rose Bowl.
That's how you finish a first half. You go for the double score, and that's exactly what they did on that last play. Ray, they ran the 4 verticals. Beautiful strategy, beautiful play. O'Connell to Ankowitz.
It's a night for a miracle. The Knights score again.
So 21-7.
And here is the band.
Scarlet Knights at halftime with all the momentum, looking to pull off the upset of their year here at Joe Wall Stadium.
The undefeated Chelmsford Lions, longtime rival, good coaching.
So 21-7. The band is going to come out for the halftime show here on Cam Sports. We will take a break. 21-7. Scarlet Knights looking for the upset. Stay with us. We'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, the North Andover Scarlet Knights Marching Band is one of the many performing ensembles at North Andover High School. The Scarlet Knights Marching Band performs throughout the state and at local competitions. The Scarlet Knights also perform at many local parades and provide entertainment and excitement for the many outstanding athletic teams at North Andover High School. This year's fall show is Quidam. The Scarlet Knights Marching Band is led on the field by drum majors Maya, Mr. Crom, and Marie Hurst. Color guard captain is Aiden Escaleda. The assistant director of the Knights Marching Band is Mr. Chris Nelson. The director of the Scarlet Knight Band is Mr. Justin D. Smalley. Tonight we would also like to welcome the North Andover Middle School 8th grade band. Scarlet Knight Marching Band and the North Andover Middle School 8th grade band will be performing September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. The The directors of the North Andover Middle School Band are Mr. Matt Migno and Mr. Chris Nelson. Thank you.
John, Demers, are you fixing the antenna?
Michael Sutton, number 11. Oh, he's going all the way. The punter to beat. Tackled by the punter. Another inside handoff to Ferrulo. And he's in for the score. Very little gain on first down. Back to pass. Oh, number 5 open through the middle. Touchdown, North Andover. Good quarter for North Andover, 14-7. They are punting. Did that hit the North Andover player? Maybe it did. There's a fumble. Is it a fumble? It is a fumble. Tewksbury ball. Nicholas Wilson in the backfield. Should be going to him. Quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Tewksbury. Back to pass. Only one receiver out down the middle. 2 North Andover defenders. Is that intercepted? It was. Number 7, A.J. Partridge. We're at the half. All tied up. 14-14. I guess a fake handoff. It is. Can't see. It looks like called incomplete. Oh, it's the end of the third quarter. They let the time run out. No scoring in that third quarter. Arbogast is out to the left. Looks like this play's going over to the right side. Oh, it's a rollout to the right. Open. Michael Sullivan, touchdown, Tewksbury. It's the best returning shot putter indoors. That's another nice play. Brendan Regan breaking tackles. Michael Sullivan is the last player. First and goal at the 3-yard line. Ball's on the 3-yard line. First and 10, first and goal. Jackson O'Connell taking himself. Did he make it in? There's a fumble. Touchdown. Aiden Gavin in on the tackle. Clock is running. 2 seconds, 1 second. They don't get the playoff. We are going to overtime. They are looking for Ankowitz. He jumps high. He comes down with it. Touchdown, North Andover. Roll out to Ferrulo. Cuts back. Has the momentum in the good. 2 points for North Andover. They're feeling good about themselves again. Formation strong to the right side. They are running. I can see all the players. It is quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Tewksbury. In motion. Roll out to the, throw back to the right. Well-designed play. And he's in the end zone, all tied up. First and 10. Quarterback draw. Touchdown. This is another running play. It looks like it's to the right. It is. Oh, they're rolling out to the right, trying that same play. Conversion is good. Don't know if they'll blitz or not, but the defensive linemen are not going to be playing the run. Empty backfield. He's looking to his left. He just throw that up there. Incomplete. That'll do it. In triple overtime. Heartbreaking loss for North Andover. Tewksbury 37. North Andover 29. Triple overtime.
Stadium as the North Andover Scarlet Knights looking to pull off the upset of the year, going up against undefeated 4-0 Chelmsford Lions. They lead 21-7 at halftime. They got a late touchdown pass to Ankowitz to finish the first half. That was an absolutely thrilling play. O'Connell to Ankowitz. O'Connell has 2 passing touchdowns. So one to number 14, Nick Ankowitz, one to number 3, A.J. Lawrence. They also have a rushing touchdown by Jack Ferrullo and a 2-point conversion by Ferrullo as well here, Ray. So as we get into the second half, it's easy to say North Andover's got to do what they did in the first half, do it in the second half, but football doesn't happen like that. North Andover gets the ball to start the second half. They can make this a 3-possession game here. What does North Andover have to do to increase their lead here?
They have to look at the defense that Chelmsford is going to run against them to open the second half and see if it's what they opened the game with. A lot of times you want to take what they're going to give you, and so they probably consider either running it wide open or running the clock by running a couple of conservative plays and then trying to get the first down. So we will see. A lot will be dictated as well by what happens on the kickoff, where the first plays happen.
Watch out for any kind of craziness here in the opening kickoff, whether it's a fake punt, a pooch punt. They did a pooch punt in their last game, Chelmsford did, against Lowell. They almost recovered it, so you got to watch out for that. In the first half, number 15, Kyle Wilder, had a touchdown and an interception. Malachi Hinton, number 24, also had a fumble. So 2 turnovers in the first half for Chelmsford. Here we go to start the second half. Watch out here as they're going to get a quick kick, and this is going to go deep.
Nice reception, running right up the middle.
And a good run out to the 22, 23-yard line. North Andover.
Chelmsford blocked the running lane there nicely. They clogged the alley that he was looking for.
So A.J. Lawrence with that return. They're probably their fastest, speediest wide receiver. Get him the ball in open field. But if I'm Chelmsford, I want to play aggressive defense, start jamming up the wide receivers, and
let's see what they've got. They got 1, 2, there's 3, 4 men down as usual.
Yeah, they're playing a cover 1 here.
4.
So handoff inside for Rulo. Nice hit by the linebacker for Chelmsford.
Right guard opened up a nice hole for Rulo.
Number 7 on the tackle, Michael Hennessy. He's a captain on this team. So a nice six-yard gain to start the second half. 2nd and 4 for the Knights. Up 21-7. They won their first game a few weeks ago against Beverly, 34-0. This one's going to be a tougher contest against an undefeated team. 2 receivers to the left side. Inside handoff again. And that's a Ferrullo again. That's another couple of yards. He's going to be awfully close to the first down. Oh, they're going to give it to him. First down, Knights.
And he ran that over the left tackle. We have a new left tackle, a sophomore, 6'3", Jake O'Neill. And his blocking on there helped open that hole.
So not only does North Andover want to score in this opening possession, Ray, and get the double score, but they also want to eat up the time.
Yes.
Okay, give the ball back, even if you don't score. Chew half of this the third quarter up here and shrink this game.
Ankowitz on the short side here. Big
O'Connell,
receiver, and O'Connell
across the middle. Here
there.
it goes. Lawrence past midfield to the 44-yard line and a first down, Scarlet Knights.
Okay, so now it's as though we ran the kick back to midfield, and now what do we do? Because it's first down. We have the ball at midfield. We're early in the third quarter. And who's coming to the sidelines here? Is that 2?
DeAndre King. And so
here's Reagan on this side, and the doubles on the other side with Ankowitz inside.
Ankowitz on the inside. I like that. That's interesting that they use him in the slot and not an outside receiver. He seems more of a classic outside receiver. Yeah. Dual running back set here.
Yes, once
for
again.
the Knights.
Yeah.
Chewing up some clock. They can take a shot here if they want. They're going to go quarterback read and no gain for O'Connell. That play, they got a big gain in the first half doing that play.
Yeah.
Chelmsford ready for it on that one.
That's a big defensive line, and they have 4 men on the line rather than 3. So the blocking's a little more difficult.
2nd and 10, number 24 coming into the game. That's James Federico.
Federico's a junior.
Looks like Lawrence, A.J. Lawrence, their number 1 receiver, out of the game. Then once again, you're going to go dual running back set with a wing or tight end.
This seems to be what they're liking here.
Aiden Lynch, they'll move him in motion.
Yeah.
And that's where you go, moving in motion. Here goes another handoff inside. That's Ferrullo. He's got another 6 yards there. Some good running here inside the tackles for Ferrullo.
Ferrullo cut down by number 3, Ryan Blagg.
He's your classic rusher. He just rushes right up the middle, my friend. That's all he gets is up the middle runs.
Yes.
My partner.
Yeah, that was off tackle. That another good block by our young left tackle.
This is 4 down territory.
Jake O'Neill.
I'm sorry, Ray. This is 4 down territory here. If I'm telling the truth here, third and 4.
Down here.
3rd and 4, but you think about it.
Sounds good.
Lynch in motion.
But
he has him, but he's got him deep. He's going to go deep.
Wide
he has
open.
His man. He's got him. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Beautiful pass. Let him. He was running all out when he caught the ball, so it was a perfect throw.
Number 11, Brandon Reagan.
Reagan is having a heck of a night this evening. He's everywhere. He's playing safety on defense, breaking up passes, and now catching an important touchdown because we now, instead of having a halftime with a tie score, we're now looking at 27-28 points versus Chelmsford Lions still having 7.
Brandon Reagan with the touchdown reception. O'Connell throwing flamethrowers here in this game, Ray. Flamethrowers.
Yes.
His last 2 passes downfield have been touchdown strikes.
There was almost no arc on that ball, and yet it came down softly.
He's got 3 touchdown passes in this game. O'Connell, he could use this game alone, Ray, in his college highlight reel.
Well, he spun that ball nicely because it really cut through the air.
Outstanding, and the Scarlet Knights get the double score.
It was an easy ball to catch as well.
They got the double score, 28-7. Chelmsford, still a lot of time, still a quarter and a half to go.
Oh, yeah.
So Chelmsford, they do have firepower on offense.
They're resilient. We saw that in the first half.
I wonder if they
thought it was a one-sided game, and they...
I wonder, Ray, they went to number 10, who's their backup quarterback, Dan Craig. They use him sometimes in a Tim Tebow style where they have him come in as a quarterback, and he'll just run quarterback draw, quarterback power, runs up the middle. So watch out for that. Because Wilder can be wild a little bit.
Yes.
Not to,
he for a sophomore, he's a prolific passer, but he's had some plays that didn't work out.
Ryan Clark, number 88, had the return out to the 30-yard line for the Lions. That's where they're going to start. Their last couple of possessions in that first half were in North Andover. As we have some score updates.
Let me read these. The end of the third, a classic game, Tewksbury versus Billerica, and Tewksbury is marginally ahead. They have 6, Billerica has 3. A low-scoring game, as I said, at the end of the third. Here's a play.
And here we go. Wilder back at it. He'll roll out to the left. This has been their best play so far. They get it to number 19. As Austin Negro with the catch and to finish off those scores.
He's short of the first down, made about 6 on that. An important game at halftime, though Central Catholic is in control versus Lowell. Central Catholic has 28, Lowell yet to score. Here's another play.
2nd and 3. Wilder speed option, flips it out to Linton.
Nice.
He's got open field.
Nice
and watch
pitch.
out, big collision, but he's got a first down. Good tackle made by number 31 for North Andover, Zach Walensky,
Yes.
playing a nice safety role.
And 3, Lawrence. There were 2 men on that tackle. Two defenders were necessary. 24 was moving.
Chelmsford in there. They're going hurry-up offense here. Good decision. Flick it out to Linton.
Just barely. That pass was almost picked off by North Andover by number 41, Jake Salfranc. Defensive end, 6'3". He's only a 10th grader.
No gain on that play. They go trips to the right here. Wilder. They blitz up the middle. Does North Andover. And they got him. It's a sack.
Have him.
Number 71 for the Scarlet Knights, Nathan Jacquez. With a sack.
Incredible.
Wilder very lucky he didn't fumble that ball. He had the ball in one hand. Good play. It's going to be 3rd and forever.
Jacquez is a junior, 6'1", 200 pounds, plays tackle and defensive tackle.
3rd and long.
So
Roughly 3rd and 20 here.
Chelmsford with their chance, and North Andover defense is really giving them a tough time.
So you're playing off the receivers. You got about 10, 15-yard cushion off of them.
They're moving backwards rather than forward.
Give them that quick pass. But they're going to rush him, and Wilder gets rid of it, finds his man, but it's a drop. Number 11 had it, John McCarthy.
Yes. McCarthy should have had that. It was in his hands. There was nobody around him.
Is a flag on the play. It looks like this is going to be holding.
Some kind of hold.
Holding on the
Chelmsford.
offense. Penalty will be declined. It's going to be 4th and 21. Chelmsford no choice but to punt.
Well, North Andover in total control. Haverhill this evening is playing Lawrence, and Lawrence has rejuvenated their football program. They lead Haverhill 41-6 at halftime. Go Lawrence.
Good punt. Lawrence calling for the fair catch. He does have it at the 32-yard line. There is a flag on the play. We're going to get back-to-back flags. This is going to be a block in the back on North Andover. That's going to push them back inside their own 30.
Exuberance penalty. Exuberance.
Remember, the Patriots had a special teams penalty against the Buccaneers, and it was off a turnover. Slater ran out of bounds, was forced out of bounds, never get back in. So special teams penalties can factor into these games. 28-7, North Andover looking to increase their lead and also chew up some clock here. It would be nice if they can maybe not just get points here, but eat up some clock here, go to the 4th quarter up 3 possessions. Looks like they're going to dual running back set.
Coach Dubzinski calls most of the plays. Sometimes there might be an audible, but he's really calling a pretty good game here.
Inside run, couple yards. Tackle made by number 33 for Chelmsford. William Walsh, that's another captain inside for the Lions. Undefeated season on the line. Upset city here. Upset alert here in North Andover.
An undefeated team, Chelmsford Lions. The playoffs have been totally reorganized by MIAA. And some interesting things are going to happen.
Here's O'Connell, one-step drop, and a pass is complete. First down. It looks like DeAndre King, the standout point guard. He's going to be an outstanding player. Watch him in basketball this upcoming season. DeAndre King, number 2, catching the hitch route, first down, Knights.
And he's a gentleman on top of it all.
So now 5 minutes and change and counting left in the 3rd quarter. They're going to stay in there. They now have, one running back, and they're going to move most likely Aiden Lynch in motion here when they ever have him in the wing. No, they don't. They're going to roll out with O'Connell. And he has plenty of time. Now he's going to flick it deep. He's got Lawrence. He dropped it.
Oh, Lawrence, you're looking at that in the night sky. There are a lot of lights overhead, and it's difficult to judge, especially his ball, because he doesn't put a lot of arc under it. He throws it 10 feet off the ground, and it's difficult. Lawrence is back there, and he's looking at it saying, am I deep enough? Am I going to be able to catch this as it is? No, I need to back up. I need to keep going. It's too late.
A.J. Lawrence beat the safety. He was
Yes.
wide open.
Yeah.
The only thing, the ball was a little behind him. He had to make an adjustment. It's a tough play. Should have caught it, but
Yes.
tough play.
Yeah.
We're going to go to second down. Love taking a shot downfield.
Nice play, though.
Here's an inside run.
Jake O'Connell on that last pass. He freelanced his 5th, 6th, and 7th, 8th second before we released it. And that gives the receiver an opportunity to break away from the defender.
Third down. This is a very big down, very big play right now, Ray, in this game. Chelmsford gets off the field, 4 minutes left. They can get the ball back. Then they have a shot here, but North Andover just keeps on getting first downs. That clock is now an opponent for Chelmsford.
Yes, yeah. Time is passing here, and yet we've only scored once in the second half, and we do seem to have control of the game here. Ankowitz on the outside this time, outside of the
Right, this
slot
is where
receiver.
I like him. Third down, dual running back set. O'Connell back to pass, 3-step drop. Got his man, first down. O'Connell and Lawrence, call it all day, baby.
Nice. Ankowitz cleans out the defenders, and the slot receiver turns to the outside, and you just need to feed him the ball, lead him. And that was a really nice pass because he led him perfectly.
If you watch A.J. Lawrence run his routes, he is outstanding at stopping and turning.
Yeah.
And making and using that pivot.
He had to run about 6 strides once the ball was in the air to get to where the ball was going to intersect him. And that's a testament to O'Connell to keep him moving at good speed.
Ankowitz now playing that slot again. I wonder if that's a giveaway. O'Connell lining his guys up. He wants Ankowitz on the line. Back to pass. He's got his hitch route. He's got his man. That's Lawrence again. That's a 3-yard gain. And that pretty much extension of the run. If the cornerbacks are playing 5-10 yards off the ball, that play is there almost every time.
Yeah, like a West Coast offense, it's like a running play, but it's a pass.
O'Connell feels like he has full command. You see how he changed Ankowitz? He told him when a quarterback is in the play right before the snap, and he's able to have the acumen to change the players around, make sure the play is perfect. That means he has a lot of confidence and he knows what he's doing.
He has no blockers back with him now. He's standing alone.
This is a 5 set here.
Calls
5
for the
receiver
ball.
set, and it's deflected. They were ready for the quick pass. Number 9 looked like he had his hands on it.
That was the defense was excellent to defend that pass, but he caught it and threw it.
Colin Reed had the deflection. 3rd and 7 for the Knights. If I were Scarlet Knights here, I would use the far side of the field where there's a lot of extra field because they're on the right hash.
Yeah.
So I think about
sense.
using Lawrence over to the left side. It's 3rd down. If you can get it to 4th and 2 or 4th and short, you may even be tempted to go for it. But here we're going to go 4 receiver set, 2 on each side. Ferrullo. The long back set here. O'Connell, tough snap. He has to scramble, and he's just going to get a yard, and that's it. So that snap ruined the play, and it's going to be a punt.
Yeah, it was a very low snap.
And remember, the punting has been mysterious tonight.
We are.
Number 38 has had all of his extra points, but the punting, his last punt was about 30 yards, so that was good. The first 2 weren't so good. If he can just get it around the 20, 15-yard line, that's not a bad play here.
He's in a position on the field where he's set up to succeed.
And they're not rushing, so he can take his time as long as it's a good snap. Here he is. And it's off his side of his foot. It's lucky it bounces all the way to the 15-yard line, and that's where the Chelmsford Lions are going to start.
That worked out perfectly. I'm not sure that's what he. I'm not sure that he wanted that kind of a kick, but it worked out beautifully. It was like a pooch kick or something.
28-7, inside of 2 minutes remaining. The Lions.
Soccer kick.
An outside chance of coming back in this game, but there's still a lot of time left. This is high school football. Anything can happen. And they have number 24, Linton. We've not called his name. He hasn't had a home run hit yet. Watch out for him, though. Wilder loves to scramble to the outside and throw it. He's going to throw a quick pass. Here's a screen pass. This is to Manuel Marshall. He'll get it up to close to the 27-yard line and a first down Lions. Clock stops after a first down. Clock will run. They'll be in the hurry-up offense here, Ray.
1:47 in the third. Clock is running.
Quick hitch route. They got number 3 here. And good pursuit, good tackling.
Nice.
There's a flag on the play.
Coverage. Let's see what we have here.
I think this is gonna go against Chelmsford. Block in the back.
Yeah.
It's either a hold or a block in the back. Either way, 71 was pushed from behind, and so this is gonna be the pass for the reception of Blagg won't happen, and then we'll go back 10 yards. So it's going to be a 1st and 20 for Chelmsford. I'd run just a quick swing pass to 24 and have those 3 receivers out there to the left side block for him.
They seem to like that. And they're successful at getting the ball to the receiver.
Wilder, Linton, communication back there. Clock running. Wilder back to pass. He's going to go deep. He's got his man, number 3, and it tipped, knocked away. Good defense.
Wow.
That looked like...
Perfect.
That looked like...
Wonderful.
Either Regan or Walensky. It was Regan. Good defense.
Yep.
Number 11, Brandon Regan.
Safety breaks up the play because...
If that number 3 had it. He had a good...
Ryan Blagg had beat the corner.
Right.
He was on. I was watching him as the player to focus on, and he ran right up to the defender and cut inside, and was heading for open spaces. Oh, nice! That's a nice move by the quarterback. Fake one way, turn, throw to the other side, but a small gain.
So, inside a minute to go, Chelmsford on life support right now here, Ray. I mean, you're going into the 4th quarter down 3 touchdowns. They're going to need a miracle. If they can get 10 yards here, they almost think about going for it here, but it's 3rd and 12.
Yeah, as you said, 28-7.
Cover 2, or cover 1, excuse me, and they're going to rush him. Wilder, ball's in the air, intercepted! Intercepted!
A.J. Partridge.
That's right. Johnny on the spot. Ball knocked out of Wilder's hands. He tried to get rid of it. That was the pass rush that really got credit for that one.
Yes. Partridge happened to be in the right place to receive the ball.
Outstanding play.
I didn't see who made the sack. I was looking upfield to see who we might be throwing to.
I believe it was number 41, Jake Salfrank, the defensive end.
Again, he is doing a great job. That's a young defensive line that they reorganized this year, and they're getting very good results. That's, I think, a very dependable part of the team is the defensive line.
So, 1st and 10, 25 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. O'Connell looking for more. Pitches it out. Number 25 is going to get the run. Aiden Lynch showing off his moves. Yeah. He's usually in that tight end wingback set, but he's got to play here, and that's another 1st down for the Knights.
A nice pitch. I have to say, he pitched it beautifully. He led him perfectly, and he led him to where he wanted to direct him upfield.
We got a face mask penalty here, too, right on top of it.
And that pitch covered at least 10 yards, well, almost 10 yards. So that's not an easy thing to do. That was very accomplished by O'Connell.
Clock's going to run, 15 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Dubzinski's going to let the clock run out. They're going to talk about this going to the fourth quarter. We're going to have first and goal at the 7-yard line, Ray. And we got some home cooking here going to the fourth quarter.
It's Friday night with the Knights.
Looking for the upset, 28-7 going to the fourth quarter. Chelmsford Lions looking like the Detroit Lions here in North Andover.
They are doing well. They're overmatched.
Well, they were 4-0 and undefeated, so they're going to have to come up with a big defensive stop here.
Yes.
And force a field goal or force a fourth down. First and goal at the 7.
Who do we have next and when?
Next opponent? I will get that for you. I don't have it at the moment.
So first and goal at the 7. O'Connell. Another speed option. He'll keep it this time. He's down to the 5-yard line. It's going to be second and goal. Second and goal. They didn't get any yards. I thought they may have picked up a couple. They didn't get anything on that, so clock's running.
Reagan
This
back
is pretty
in the
much
game.
this is pretty much the game here, Ray. If
Well,
North Andover
yes.
gets in the end zone here, I mean that's 4 scores.
Yes. That may change the way the game is officiated.
Trips to the left,
the
far
fourth
side
quarter.
here. So watch out for A.J. Lawrence. Wide receiver screen.
Leaves a lot
Here it
of
is.
field open.
Oh, they go opposite side.
he
Receiver
picked-
fell down. Ankowitz lost his
Yes,
balance.
picked the short side of the field.
He
Does
did.
that a lot. He has so much field open on the other side. But, I suppose the quarterback coach is planning that if you throw the ball on the wide side and you make a mistake, it's a touchdown the other way. If you throw it over here, the quarterback has a chance to get the interceptor out of bounds. So it's a safer pass.
Whatever Chelmsford does here, they got to come up with their best defensive play right here. Whatever it is, zero blitz, whatever it is, they have to do it because this is third and goal here. This is the game. Chelmsford hanging on with the life support.
That's it. The Lions are hanging on.
All right, here we go. Trips to the left again. What will they do? Or excuse me, it's 5 wide. They're going to move Lawrence in motion right to left. They're going to roll to the left, throw to Lawrence, wide open. Is he in? Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! A.J. Lawrence on fire!
Wonderfully done. What a nice pass. Delivered it on time.
Beautiful play.
Easy ball to catch. He looks like he's not going to be able to throw it. It just releases from his hand.
And the Scarlet Knights playing their best football the last 2 games because they lost in triple overtime to Tewksbury, and they're an outstanding football team.
Yes.
So this is 2 straight weeks. Dubzinski's put up 30-plus points.
I would say Dubzinski has to be happy right now. His team is coming together. The season is coming together.
Well, thank goodness we haven't had many injuries, if any, today, but we have one down. Chelmsford's down right now.
Player down.
Good, he's getting back up. Looks like number 54. Cooper Collins. North Andover is going to attempt the extra point. A.J. Lawrence, second touchdown of the game. Extra point is good for number 38. Their kicker, Camden Bethel, been perfect today. 35-7 Scarlet Knights looking to get their second victory of the season. They're 1-3. Still have games against Dracut, Billerica, Methuen, and Andover. 3 of the 4 are road games. So we have one more home game. That will be home against Methuen, October 29th. Scarlet Knights definitely played their best football here at home, as Bethel will kick off. Linton back to return. It's going to go straight to Linton, but may go out of bounds. He'll catch it. Get up to the 20-yard line. That's where he's down. $35-7, 10:52 remaining in the game. Is Wilder, number 15, coming back in the game? Are they going to take him out, put someone else in? Linton and Wilder still in the football game. There's a timeout used by North Andover. I think they're trying to get organized with maybe some substitutions, try to figure out what 11 guys are going to go out there. Scarlet Knights this season they lost to Lincoln Sudbury 48-20. They beat Beverly 34-0. Loss to Marblehead 43-8. Marblehead's a very good football team. And finally, the triple overtime thriller loss against Tewksbury. So they could be looking at a winning season if that game just flipped. And here's a nice run for Linton. Gets to about the 40-yard line.
Well, Linton is tough. He is.
I thought we were going to see more from him in this game. He hasn't had many big plays.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's upset about that, so they're going to go quick here. Another run inside. He kicks it to the outside, to the 45, 46-yard line.
He has good speed, and he has moves.
Second and 5. Approaching 10 minutes left in the game. Other teams in the Merrimack Valley Conference have to like this score, as the pass was almost intercepted by A.J. Lawrence. Number 11 was the intended receiver, John McCarthy. 3rd and short. So pretty much everything 4-down territory for the Lions. They're getting the call from the sidelines. Dual running back set, 3rd and short. Man in motion is to Jesus. Screen pass.
They like that.
And looks like he's going to be short of a first down. Good defense Good pursuit. And they're going to have to go for it.
Yep, you're right. No point in kicking here. You need points. Make or break.
4th and 2.
2 backs with the quarterback.
Trying to figure out whether they're going to run or pass here. What happens is they set the formation, then Wilder looks back at the coach, and they give him the play. Back to pass. Quick pass is going to go out to number 6. That's Marshall.
Move the chains.
So the Lions keeping possession.
The hope is still alive.
Next game is at Drake-It, North Andover. Drake-It, according to my phone, is 0-4 this season. A good tackle and a sack. Number 71 coming in there. He's had a few good plays in the backfield. There we go. North Andover. That's Nathan Jacques. We've called him a few times tonight.
Yes.
Good-looking DND tackle.
He's one of those new linemen that we have. Nicely put together. Congratulations to the line coach.
Jacques is a junior, so
yes,
you're going to see more of him. And we got an offensive holding call. Chelmsford. Looks like Dudzinski's going to decline the penalty. And he wants to let his player get the sack. So it's going to be 2nd and long. Second and 22. Wilder, quick pass. That's to Blagg, number 3. That's about a 2-yard gain. Scarlet Knights, much better offense tonight here, Ray. They've had their best offensive performance of the year tonight. They seem comfortable with their game plan throughout the entire game. Wilder back to pass again. There's no one there as the pressure continues to come. They're teeing off North Andover defensive line because they know it's just pass, pass, pass. And the Lions not necessarily a passing team, and they're just going to punt the football here. 4th and 19. They look like they're going to wave the white flag.
Well, Beverly, we beat 34-0.
Right, that game, that triple overtime game, ends up being the swing game.
Yes.
From a winning and losing record.
Yeah.
Now, ball is a beautiful punt for Dan Craig, who we've not seen at quarterback. I'm surprised we didn't see him at all in this game. He had a dropped pass in the first half that could have gone for a touchdown. So 1st and 10. Wonder if we're going to get O'Connell. We are going to get O'Connell. Maybe one more drive here, Ray, and then you pull him.
And who would you replace him with?
Their backup, just to get some work in,
well,
is
yes.
what I would assume. Their backup quarterback.
Who is the backup?
I believe it's Dom Pfeiffer we saw last time we were on the air.
Oh, yes, yeah.
I think it would be him. You just want to get your backup just a little work. But they're going to stick with it with a 4-score game. They're going to stick with it. O'Connell, inside handoff. Here's Lynch. Good cutting, and he takes a big hit by number 7, the captain. Michael Hennessy, we haven't heard from him enough in this game. And there's North Andover. Some good, solid rushing. I bet you their rushing numbers are pretty modest. You know, not too much yards per carry, but enough to be effective in this game. And you want to let the clock run all the way down, probably pick up 2 first downs and end this game. 2 or 3 first downs. 2nd and 3. 2 running back set. Inside run.
Yeah.
That's Lynch again. Taken down close to the 20. At the 20, it's going to be first down, Scarlet Knights.
So nicely managed by the head coach and his staff.
Exactly. This was a beautiful game plan. They pretty much ran they didn't really run any trick plays or anything. They had I think they had one reverse there. A reverse pass. But other than that, we also had the 2-point conversion play. That was just an outstanding play by O'Connell. Inside run. And if you remember, Ray, on the first drive for North Andover, they got a touchdown. Then they went for the extra point, but it was a penalty. So Dubzinski sends out the offense to go for 2. They didn't get the 2-point conversion, but the fact that he sent the offense back out there sent the message to the team: we've come tonight to win the game, not to settle for extra points.
Yes.
And like I said in the beginning, Cleveland Browns did that against the Chiefs in the week 1, except the Browns couldn't finish the game, ended up losing, but it was very similar mentality.
His Jacques, he's out of the game, but you can see he's a junior. Next year he'll fill out. He'll be even better, and he's athletic.
Right, big time.
So he'll be a big athletic tackle on defense and offense.
Here's Aiden Lynch. Will be pulled down at the 20, no gain. May get extra there. No penalty call.
Yeah, a little extra work out of bounds.
It's will be third down and long.
So it's down to 5.5 minutes in
clock running.
Remaining.
Right, you pick up one more first down here, Ray. You're pretty much.
Well, yes, it's impossible for Chelmsford to score 28 points in the remaining time if they had a wide open offense that was succeeding on every play. So this is all but over. It's just keeping control of it. So double wides. And there's the pitch. Pitch is a little high, but not much blocking out there for having 2 receivers on that side. Be nice to get. It's easy to get 3, 4, 5 yards. Getting more than that depends on other people. Depends on 7, 8, or 9 people blocking. Finding somebody to block.
Inside 5 minutes to go. Looks like they're going to punt here. Linton back.
Yeah, this is
one last possession for the Lions, and that should do it here, Ray.
Snap
good.
Is high.
Another good punt.
The kick is high.
Good punt, and that's a beautiful bounce.
Nice
this thing
roll.
will bounce at the 50 and rolls about 20 yards to the 30, 29-yard line, and that's how you finish the game as a punter.
You'd have to say that's the best punt on either team for the evening. It was great. He struck it well. It had a nice arc to it, and it bounced and rolled.
Another game on their schedule. They're playing Billerica. They're 4-0, and Billerica was in a 6-3 dogfight with Tewksbury.
Yes.
So
yeah. Billerica, Tewksbury, neighboring towns, and there's a long rivalry there.
So between North Andover and Andover, in the years that you've covered that game, who is it pretty even? Who's kind of the dominant player or dominant team?
Andover?
Yeah, on that Thanksgiving Day game.
It's gone back and forth. I think there was a period of time, years and years ago, where we had always played each other on Thanksgiving, and Andover somehow, I think the Perrys becoming part of the program, they exceeded North Andover's program, And although North Andover has some good teams and some great players, so North Andover switch, and we're playing Masconomet for a while.
Right.
And Masconomet is playing someone this evening. They're in an important game this evening.
And they're the Warriors, correct?
But now we're back playing them again, and have been for over 10 years now.
Yep.
And it's gone back and forth. I think it's fairly even. When Jake McElroy was here, we won. When they had Perry, they won. And now it's up for grabs. I'm surprised to see Methuen. Methuen apparently has a very good team, and we're going to be playing Methuen. So we'll be peaking at the whole season points to playing Methuen. If you can beat Methuen at the end of the year and then beat Andover,
right.
God, you'd have to say it was a wonderful season.
Well, Drake is 0-4 this year, according to my phone. Methuen, I believe, is at 5-2.
Yeah.
Andover is at 2-4.
Yeah.
And Billerica. Tewksbury
wins over Billerica 12-10.
Right. So, definitely some winnable games. Billerica moves to 4-1 on the season. So, and Tewksbury's now 4-1 as well. So North Andover wants to stay out of. There's an interception.
And
here it goes, other way, and it's going to go to the end zone. It's a touchdown. Number 11, Brandon Reagan.
Reagan has been all over this field tonight. He has come into his own. He is just spectacular.
Pick 6. Did he get a pick 6? Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Touchdown.
Yeah.
Scarlet Knights.
42. Turn out the lights. The game is over.
North Andover. Talk about big plays tonight, Ray. They've had big play after big play. I think they've had at least 3 of them that were big time 40, 50-yard touchdown plays. That was a beautiful one.
I would say Reagan is the most noticeable player in the backfield.
Quick update on the Red Sox. Red Sox in a playoff game 2. They're playing Tampa Bay up 8-5 in the 5th.
The Red Sox are ahead 8-5.
Yes.
Yes, that's wonderful. A score like that, though, Chris Sale probably didn't last that long. He's coming back from an injury. I think it's difficult to be at your best that first year. And so many of the players have had this COVID thing where their performance is like 80% of what they're capable of.
So interesting here, Ray. They're going to go for 2. It looks like.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there is an injury or a kicking or something with the kicker, but they're going to go for 2 here.
That is a little
41-7. They'll move man in motion.
Wow.
Ferrulo got the run inside.
Yeah.
I don't think he got it.
O'Connell raised his hands as though it was successful. The danger of that is somebody took O'Connell's legs out, really hit him low.
I don't think they gave him that touchdown because the clock's still running. Unless... Yes, it's still 35-7, so they didn't call it a pick 6. He was tackled beforehand.
Out of bounds. That's what I was just thinking. He was out of bounds at the 2 or 3 or something.
Yeah, I thought the ref put his hands up. I guess they changed the call.
Yeah.
So 2nd down and goal. They're just going to let the clock run out without trying to score a touchdown and run up the score. But I think they have to snap the ball, so they're going to have to get something. And they're just going to kneel.
Yeah.
Which is the
O'Connell kneels, gives the ball to the official. He spots it where he kneels, of course.
That's the right. That's the right thing to do there. So we're 2 for 2.
Yes.
We've done 2 broadcasts together, and we're 2-0.
They'll never lose again. Nee. ankle bone.
So I think we're going to get at least one more kneel down. At least one or two more. And a beautiful win.
Yeah.
You can build off this win. This is a
Yeah.
program. This is
Yes.
like a program statement win for Dubzinski.
There were a lot of good sustained performances tonight throughout the whole game. So players have identified themselves as significant and leaders, and the team was wondering what they had, who they were, and I think they've managed to, in these last two games, even though they didn't get the victory, they managed to establish what the program is doing.
And they got all seniors here. I mean, between DeAndre King, Lawrence, Ferrullo, O'Connell, Enquist, those are all seniors. Those are your stars.
Yeah.
Those are your big-time players. So
You need to find a quarterback for next year, but there are a lot of good.
And we got a delay game, North Andover, 17 seconds left. They're just going to take that. It's 4th down.
North Andover moving backwards all
they're
the
just
time.
gonna,
Moving towards midfield. Why not?
and so they're going to play another, I believe, another undefeated team before the season's over. So they can do it. They can beat the undefeated teams. They can now show they can beat anyone else on their schedule here, Ray. We're going to get a 35-7 victory. It's going to go in the books. So far, we've done 2 telecasts. 69-7 is the score for North Andover. They are crushing. They are crushing teams.
We just have to.
Here.
We just have to do it. The playoffs this year have been changed so that you don't, in the playoffs, you don't have to play a Merrimack Valley Conference team. You can organize something where you're playing someone from another part of the state, or they can. What I think is going to happen is they have a system, the strength of your opponent and the strength of your victory, and the number of victories, and that determines a number, and you'll wind up playing someone. They'll seed the tournament by your numbers, and
Right.
you'll wind up playing through the ladder based on the numbers. So they'll be playing teams in the playoffs that they've never seen before.
Well, according to my phone, not exactly sure if the records are all right, but Beverly's 3-3, so Chelmsford was 4-0.
Yes.
So
yeah,
that's good. So they got the power. Their
that's
wins
right.
are good. Their wins
Yes.
are strong.
Yeah.
And they can score points in a hurry. We've seen that they can hit big chunk plays. They're methodical, too, with Ferrullo inside. The defense is underrated. That defense, with the 4-2-5 defense that they play, and they play everyone at the line of scrimmage, very multiple, outstanding game here. If you're going to give a player of the game here, who would you hand that hardware out?
I think that would be difficult. I would say, however, just on my selected memory and recent comments, that I'd have to pick Reagan.
Yeah.
Now, he's not. I'm not sure he's ever been the player of the game
Right.
previously.
Yeah.
But he certainly has grown into both offense and defense.
Well, I would go with O'Connell. He pretty much had a perfect quarterback rating. I'm not sure he even had more than like 3 incompletions, so he was outstanding.
Yes.
Outstanding game, team victory. North Andover moves to 2-3 on the season. It was beautiful. Great working with you, Ray, again, my friend. and good job, partner.
I think we established the program.
Well, final score here from Joe Walsh Stadium. North Andover 35, Chelmsford Lions 7. Here on North Andover Cam Sports.
Another spectacular night here at Joe Walsh Stadium. Wish you were here. See you soon.